Still can't speak Italian naturally? This might change everything, because the fastest way to speak might be the oldest. After helping hundreds to learn Italian fast, my students and I tested 3 ancient Italian learning rituals, and in just 3 sessions they were speaking faster, more confidently, and without translating in their heads. So in this video I'm going to show you how to apply the same 3 ancient methods to think in Italian faster than ever, and trust me, once you try them, you'll never go back to Duolingo and flashcards. So to start, here is something you need to know. You have been taught to learn Italian like it's a school subject. Memorize this, conjugate that, tick the right box, but none of that existed 500 years ago. And yet, people still spoke fluently without ever seeing a verb table. So, how did they do it? Not by just leaving the languages. That's too vague and not entirely right. When I hear Italian learners rave about apps, quizzes, or screen time like they have cracked the code, I cringe. Because these modern tools aren't helping your Italian, they are holding it back. The more we chase points and crumb lists, the farther we drift from how the brain actually learns. 500 years ago, the most natural way to learn didn't start in classrooms. It started in kitchens, monasteries, and marketplaces. The old ways were not broken. We just forgot them. So here is what my students and I successfully tested, and how you can try it too, in 3 simple brain-friendly steps. Step number 1. Most learners try to memorize Italian silently in their heads, but your brain doesn't work that way. It learns by hearing, speaking aloud, and doing it in rhythm. In medieval villages and monasteries, people didn't study language, they echoed it. One person spoke, the other repeated again and again. So what did we do? I recorded short, everyday Italian phrases with rising and falling intonation. Mi puoi dare il sale? Can you pass me the salt? Then we swapped out the final word. Mi puoi dare il numero di telefono? Mi puoi dare la macchina? Mi puoi dare la penna? My students repeated them out loud, using hand gestures as they spoke. What happened? They started using the phrases naturally, adapting them to different needs. Their pronunciation sharpened, their confidence grew because they weren't studying, they were performing. No grammar rules, no overthinking, just rhythm and recall. So step number 1, call and response, la ripetizione antica. But even if you master step number 1, it's not enough, because you are still translating in your head. Your brain hasn't absorbed the rhythm of real Italian. That's where music comes in. For centuries, people learned language through folk songs, chants, and lullabies. Phrases like "se mi vuoi lasciare, dimmi almeno perché." No explanation, just repetition, melody, and emotion. So what did we do? I taught 1 line of a song per day. No translation, just the sound, the feeling, and the natural musical flow. What happened? The phrases stuck, not as isolated vocabulary, but as automatic speech habits. Even better, my students started rebuilding the phrases to fit their needs. Se mi vuoi parlare, dimmi almeno perché. Se mi vuoi lasciare, dimmi almeno quando. And that's not just imitation, that's thinking in Italian. Why does it work? Because the rhythm of a song is hard to interrupt with English. Once Italian gets anchored to melody, your native language doesn't stand a chance. So step number 2, the song ritual. Cantare per ricordare. But now, even though my students followed step number 1 and 2 religiously, something was still missing. That's why step number 3 is crucial. Here is a common mistake. trying to learn Italian only with your eyes and ears. But that's not how your brain evolved to absorb language. Before notebooks and classrooms, people used hands, eyes, and emotions. Every phrase had a gesture, every lesson was physical. So here is what we did. We connected big, clear movements to each phrase. Non mi va, I don't want to. Push away. Mi piace. Hands to heart. And the result, the phrases didn't just stick, they clicked, not just mentally but emotionally. They didn't have time to remember them, they just felt them. So step number 3, gesture-based storytelling, la memoria del corpo. So what's the real takeaway? We don't need to reinvent how we learn Italian. We need to reconnect with how humans are built to learn, through rhythm, feeling, the body. These ancient rituals were not primitive, they were perfectly human. And now neuroscience confirms exactly why they work. If you want to try them yourself, I've created a free mini guide, the 3 ancient rituals to think in Italian. You will find the link below. No grammar, no stress, just rhythm, repetition and results. And remember, stick to Italian and Italian will stick to you. Ciao!